That's a penalty. And what a start we have to this match. That's a penalty there. And that's a penalty, and even should be a yellow card. That was a very strong tackle there from Chidinma. And I'm quite surprised the referee Demola Malik hasn't brought out his yellow card for Chidinma there for such horrific tackle. I'm yet to discern who is there on the pitch, but for Future Stars Academy, it's the start they want so as to build on their impressive win on match day 6, where they matched 2-1 victors over First Foundation Football Club. But it's a free kick on the edge. I thought it pointed to the spot earlier. It's a free kick apparently. I thought it pointed to the spot earlier. Quickly to the team list for both teams. This is the third match of match day 7 between Future Stars Academy and One Pro Sport Team. For Future Stars, you have their leading scorer, who is also the highest goal scorer for this tournament, Ayinde Olamilekon. You can see him is the one lining the free kick, and it's Ayinde Olamilekon as well as Oloyede Tohib who are on the ball, and you expect Ayinde Olamilekon to take this. What's it going to be, an in-swinger? It's Ayinde Olamilekon, but the wall does a good job of defending that, and it's Jafar Mohammed leading the counter-attacking charge for One Pro Sport Team. And you can see that that's offside. That's well done there by Future Stars Academy. You can see the players deliberately played a high line of defense there so as to push for an offside, and Ayinde Olamilekon is penalized. It's Abraham who gets penalized, and it's a free kick to Future Stars Academy. And what a start we're having to this match. But quickly to the team list for both teams before we return to the action on the field of play. You have Adeyanju Jami in goal for Future Stars Academy. You have Liasu Sharif, the captain of the side. You have Bashir Tijani, the centre back, Onyema Olisa, another centre back. Oriyomi Kende is playing as a right back, and that's well done there by Ikechukwu Onyema. Quickly, that's a flip to Daniel. Daniel brings the cross in, but that's been blocked, and Onyema Olisa there with the clearance. And there you have the tussle again, and it's Bashir Tijani, but that's not beyond Ariwola's reach. Now it's with Daniel, and that's Onyema's Ariwola is offside, and that's going to be a free kick to Future Stars Academy. Back to the team list, you have Oriyomi Kehinde playing as a right back, and Ajayi Oluwasegun, Oloyede Tohib, David Oluwatosin, Ayinde Olamilekon, the highest goal scorer for the team and of this tournament with 5 goals in 6 matches, and Saheed Samsidin and Paul Jr. in the starting 11. For the substitutes bench, you have Abiodun Damlari, Lawal Joseph, Olayinka Gbenga, Adekombi Mubarak, and Ariyo Samuel and Nureni Sadiq on the substitutes bench. Coach Oluwafemi Michael has gone for a 4-3-3 formation, but considering the way they play, it's basically a 4-2-1-3 formation. And talking about Oloyede Tohib playing behind the attacking trio of Ajayi Oluwasegun, Ayinde Olamilekon, as well as Saheed Samsidin. So it's Paul Jr. as well as Liaisu Sharif who are playing as the 2 defensive midfielders in a 4-2-1-3 formation for Future Stars Academy. And quickly to One Pro Sport Team, you have the starting 11. You have Taufik in goal, Ariwola as the right back, Daramola and Abraham at the heart of defense. Kelechi is playing as the left back. You have Jafar and Chidinma as the defensive midfielders. Daniel in the playing in that traditional 10 role, and you have Ike, Oche and Ariyo leading the attack. A noticeable omission for One Pro Sport Team, talking about their starting 11, is their highest goal scorer, Frederick Okoli, who is on the bench. The tall striker is on the bench for this one, and so also is Taye, the left back, also on the bench for this one. That's a foul throw there, not spotted by the referee or his linesman, and Oriyomi Kehinde gets away with that. This is Liaisu Sharif, and it's now with Paul Jr. That's a very good play there down the left hand side to David Tose, And Tosin was just trying to play Ajayi Segun in, but Ariwola did a good job defensively there. It's Daniel on the ball right now for One Pro Sport team as they're looking to assert themselves back in this game. Is Ariyo onside? Yes, he's offside, and the linesman adjudges that. And that's well done by Ariyo. Oh, that's beautiful gun. Oh, skips past 2-3. It's a tussle between Oyema Olisa and Ariyo. Ariyo plays in Daniel. Daniel with the strike. And that's just wide of the goalpost. But that was a very good play there by Ariyo. And it must be said that Ariyo did all the good work there. Unfortunately, Daniel couldn't get the finishing that was needed for such a very good offensive play by Ariyo. And what an opportunity that has gone begging for One Pro Sport team. It's still 0-0 in this match, and it's beginning to really heat up as Adeyanju Jamiu, the goalkeeper for Future Stars Academy, takes the free goal kick shot to Bashir Tijani, whose wayward pass is out for a throw-in to One Pro Sport team. It's Daniel on the ball once again. This is Ikechukwu Onyema. Ikechukwu who got the first. Oh, now it's Oche. Oche leaves it. That's Jafar Mohammed. And that's the first goal of this match. And that's well worked. What a dummy there by Oche. Very good communication. This is what we talk about in football. Communication is key. Communication is key. And you could see the dummies there from Oche as well as Daniel. And Oche was ready to take the ball, but Jafar Mohammed told him from behind, leave it, I'm well positioned. And he went for placement over power, picked the spots. There was nothing the goalkeeper Adeyanju Jamiu could do as he was beaten towards his near post there. That was a well taken strike. It was just stroked home, and it's a brilliant finish and a very good offensive play by One Pro Sport team, who are one goal up. And it's Jafar Mohammed who got the goal of the season contender on match day 5, who has opened the scoring on match day 7. One Pro Sport team 1, Future Stars Academy 0. And this is Bashir Tijani, passes it out to Ajayi Oluwasegun, who has 3 goals in this campaign. It's now with Paul Jr., the defensive midfielder, and that's Ayinde Oluwamilekon coming, dropping deep to get the ball. It's with Ajayi Oluwasegun, and Future Stars Academy are looking to build from behind as they try to pull themselves back into this game. That was a very good turn there by Ajayi Oluwasegun. It's out to Oloide Toib, the midfield minstrel, who has 2 goals in this tournament, and Paul Jr. gets caught there from behind by Daniel, and it's a free kick to Future Stars Academy, taken short and quickly by the captain Liasu Sharif. It's now with Oloide Toib. He launches this forward. It's with Ayinde Olamilekon, who tries to play inside Sahid Samsudeen, but that's out, and it will be a corner kick to Future Stars Academy. Corner kick to be taken by Oriyomi Kehinde. It's taking shots, and the cross comes in. It's near post. It's been headed away. Daniel all alone. He's got Oche for company, and it's 2 against 3. Now it's 4 against 2. And this is a very good recovery play. Oh, that was well done there. And Liasu Sharif reads that well, and that's the clearance there. And you have to commend Future Stars Academy. It's what I've noticed ever since match day 3. They play in numbers when defending. Oh, that's very good, and it's just out for a goal kick. And oh, the referee, I thought Oche had the last touch, but the referee and the linesman thinks otherwise. So it's a corner kick to One Pro Sport team, and this will be taken by Daniel, their captain, and we'll be looking to put a decent cross in. You have 4 players in the box ready to attack this, but they are outnumbered by the defenders for Future Stars Academy, as Future Stars Academy have 7 players in the box, 8 now, and it's taken deep. Oche, is he able to keep it in play? No, the ball is out of play, and that's a goal kick to Future Stars Academy, which you expect Adeyanju Jamiu to take shots as usual. And that's it. I think it's a common sight in this tournament that goalkeepers take their goal kicks shots as teams look to build play from behind. Talking about the tiki-taka style of football, it's all about the swift, rhythmic passes, and let's see if they can get it done. That's a very good pass there. Sahid Samsidin couldn't get control of that, and Ajayolo Ashagun gives chase even as Chidinma holds the ball, and it's Daniel. Daniel there trips, is tripped by Liaisu Sheriff, and it's going to be a free kick just right at the center of the field to One Pro Sport team. And it's taken quickly, it's to Daniel. It's 3 against 4, and he plays in Ikechukwu Onyema. Was that a late tackle there? Could that have been a penalty shout? The referee is not interested, the linesman is not interested. That's a free kick. Yes, that is a free kick, and I'm quite surprised the linesman didn't wave his flag there, because that's a clear-cut free kick, and the referee has spotted that, so it's a free kick to One Pro Sport team, and they will be looking to extend their lead from this free kick with a decent cross. You have 4 players in the box. Daniel is going in, making it 5. You have Chidinma, the centre back, going as well. 5 players for One Pro Sport team ready to attack this. It's the goal scorer Jafar Mohammed who will be looking to put in a decent cross, and the referee is going to is going to ensure that the wall is situated at the right place, and having arranged the wall, it's a 2-man wall for Future Stars Academy, and it's 5 players in the box, and the cross comes in, it's a decent one, goal, but it won't count as Oche's header finds it. The referee spots an infringement there. I guess there was a push, but that goal by Oche won't stand, so the scoreline is still 1-0 in favor of One Pro Sport team, and that's a big let-off for Future Stars Academy, who didn't defend so well on that set piece. Oche gives chase as Adeyanju Jami plays it short to Bashir Tijani. Tijani under pressure from Oche launches it long to Ajayolo Ashagun, and now it's with Shagun on the ball. It's to Junior, Paul Junior now with Olede Toib, and Toib plays it back to Liasu Sharif. This is beautiful football from Future Stars Academy. Talking about ball retention, those are the things you learn at this stage of your career. And talking about grassroots football, it's your ability to make good use of the ball, and then we're seeing that from this young Future Stars team, and kudos to the players who are putting in the finest of details talking about football lessons. It's Paul Jr. with the cross, it's a looping one, Ainde. The goalkeeper does so. We're talking about Taufik. He comes out of his line to get a hand to that, and it's Chidim. It's now with Olokpade, and it's Damola who is under pressure, but his pass is misplaced, and Olede Toib does that well. It's with Paul Jr. and now with Ajayolo Ashagun, who looks to play in David Tosin, and it's Tosin on left hand side now with Ajayolo Ashagun under a bit of pressure, then loses it to Ikechukwu Onyema, and Onyema doesn't get the support he needs, and the ball is back in play with Future Stars Academy. The cross comes in, doesn't get across, it doesn't get to anyone, and that's the clearance from Abraham, and it's out for a throw-in, but goalkeeper Taufik is on the field and will probably need medical treatment, and that will be a big blow for One Pro Sport team, as they do not have another goalkeeper on the bench. So the referee has signaled to the physiotherapist to get on the field, and let's see, the referee there helping Taufik, I think it has something to do with the hamstring, I'm not sure, but I can see the referee there helping with a massage to either the calf or the hamstring. The physiotherapist is running and would administer medical treatment very soon. But for the time being, play would have to be suspended as the referee gets goalkeeper, I beg your pardon, goalkeeper Taufik of One Pro Sport team gets medical treatment. And it's One Pro Sport team in the lead. Both teams have a chance to really get more goals on this match, but I think on the balance of play, One Pro Sport team will believe that they deserve the lead, and it's quite commendable. And there you have it, the goalkeeper is back on his feet, and play has resumed. It's going to be a corner kick to Future Stars Academy, and you can hear the referee, the goalkeeper, I beg your pardon, Taufik, calling out his teammates. Oh, that's a handball. Yes, the ball was handled, and it's a penalty. It's a penalty. Yes, it's a penalty. It's what it is. The rules of the game are mean, and you really can't blame the referee when he awards a penalty. The only question will be, was the hand in the natural position, or it was out of the body? Was the hand in its natural position, or it was stretched out of the body? That's the question, and the referee would have to check the monitoring screen, the monitor, to confirm. And there you have the referee going to view from the VAR, and let's see what the decision will be. I know the ball was handled, but the question is, was the hand in its natural state when it handled the ball, or was the hand outstretched? The referee will determine that very soon after watching various replays from various angles on the VAR monitor. For the time being, it's the players on the field of play with lots of anticipation and anxiety, especially for one pro sport team who will be looking not to concede a penalty at this stage of this first half. It's been an entertaining affair. Let's see what the referee makes of the action when it gets out of the viewing room. No doubt there was a handball, but the point is, was the hand outstretched? That's Super Soccer International. No, first time. That's Super Soccer International. And the review is a bit lengthy, as the referee, I'm sure, will be trying to examine various angles to be able to come up with a decision that will be favorable and just. But as we await the referee's decision, you can see the players there with tense looks on their faces as they anticipate the referee's decision. And it's a lengthy wait, as I said earlier, but it's a needed one so that the wrong call isn't made. And for Future Stars Academy, you can see the players just trying to warm up a bit, stretch their legs, and just to get themselves still in the mood for football to be played. The weather is good. The surface of the pitch isn't as slippery as it was before, so why not? It's a good time to play football, and for these players, this is what they live for. One pro sport team with the lead, Future Stars Academy with a chance to equalize from the spot if that decision is upheld by the VAR. And here's the referee, is back from the viewing room, and what's his decision? It's a penalty. The penalty decision is upheld by the referee, having reviewed replay from various angles from the VAR monitoring screen monitor, and it will be Ayinde Olamilekon, the bulky striker for Future Stars Academy, their leading goal scorer with 5 goals in 6 matches, and the leading scorer of this league campaign, who will be looking to equalize. Ayinde against Taufik. It's Ayinde, and he loses it, as Taufik does a very good job of defending that. Ayinde Olamilekan went for shot, went for power. He couldn't pick the spot. And the goalkeeper with a very good save there. And the scoreline is still 1-0 in favor of One Pro Sporting. But for One Pro Sporting, they have a job at hand, and that's to defend this corner kick. As Future Stars Academy have 6 players in the box ready to attack this. It is now 7 as Junior Paul goes in. Oh, the clearance is poor. The free kick was poor there, but they have another chance, another shot, another bite at the cherry. And let's see if a decent cross will come in. 7 players in the box as Future Stars Academy are looking to pile the pressure and get the equalizer. 7 players in the box for Future Stars Academy for One Pro Sport team, all 9 at the back with the exception of Oche, who is in the middle. The cross comes in his near post and Taufik does a good job of catching it and he throws it out quickly. It's a counter attack and it's Oche who looks to play in Oyema and he's not able to play Oyema in. He goes all by himself and it's Oche still going with the ball. It's Oche, it's 1. Oh, that's well done there by Oche. And the pass is just short of its intended target, talking about Ikechukwu Oyema. And it's Future Stars Academy who get the ball out and to be a throw into One Pro Sport team. Look at One Pro Sport team. On paper, they're playing a 4-3-3 formation, but when they have the ball, you can see they play with 3 centre-backs and 1 defensive midfielder, while the remaining 6 off-field players are up front. So it's about piling the bodies up, trying to play from the flanks to provide width so that the likes of Oche down the middle and Ariyo can get a bit of breath. And that's Ariwola with the stumble there. The clearance is not far away. It's with Jafar Mohammed, the goal scorer. He loses his footing, and now it's Ajayolo Ashago on the break. The ball is with Ayinde Olamilekan, and now this is a very fast-paced counter-attack. It's 4 against 3, and Ayinde's pass is short, and that's been intercepted by Ariwola. Good defensive recovery there from the right back for One Pro Sport team. Talking about Ariwola. It's not one you get to see so often, but he puts in the decent shift every time. And the referee spots an infringement there, and we'll probably have a word with the player there, talking about David Tosin for One Pro Sport team. But it's a throw-in to One Pro Sport team. Taking quickly, it's Daniel under a bit of pressure, and Chidima retains ball. Now it's Abraham with the clearance, who chase the targets, but Liasu Sheriff here, and both teams still struggling to get control of the ball. It's now with Daniel. He plays the shot to Jafar Mohammed. Oh, Jafar Mohammed does so well, and Liasu Sheriff there just loses his footing, even as Ariyo tries to play in Kelechi, and Kelechi closes Oriyomi Kehinde down. It's a throw-in to Future Stars Academy, who are still chasing this game. They had a very good opportunity to equalize from the spot kick, but Ayinde Olamilekan couldn't beat. Oh, that's a very good pass, and Ajayolo Ashago, oh, 1 touch too many, and the pass, the attempt there by Ayinde Olamilekan was on his weaker foot, and that wasn't the kind of shots he would have wanted, talking about getting the power behind that attempt. But that chance for One Pro Sport team is off, and now just look at the high defensive line that Future Stars Academy play, just to ensure that they are not caught napping at the back. And this is David Said Samsidin, I beg your pardon. It's with Oriyomi Kehinde. The cross comes in. Ajayolo Ashagun will go for it because it's too much for Ayinde to get hold of, and the ball is out of play, and it will be a goal kick to One Pro Sport team. Oh, there you have it. The referee has signaled to the 4th official, and if I'm not mistaken, and I saw clearly, I think we have about 3 minutes more, or okay, I think that's 4, I can see. So the referee is looking at his watch. He has signaled to the linesman, and we'll have 2 minutes additional time in this first half. It's been an entertaining affair. Both teams have had chances, especially Future Stars Academy. And for Future Stars Academy, they would view their chance at the squandered opportunity they had of getting the equalizer from the sports kick. It's Jafar Mohammed who got the goal within the first 20 minutes of this first half. It was well placed, well stroked home after a brilliant play from Daniel and Oche, bringing up the dummy there. So it's one pro sports team still in the lead, and let's see if they can hold on till halftime with that lead. Throw-in taken by Kelechi. It's Daniel under pressure from Liaisu Sharif. The ball is back with Kelechi. His cross is too close to the goalkeeper, who screams at his centre back Oyema Olisa to leave the ball. Talking about communication in football, you expect players to be able to communicate with one another about their plays, and that's what goalkeeper Deyanju Jami did just there. And look at Future Stars Academy coming in, and they're still searching for the equalizer. They have 7 men up front, and Said Samsidin there with the cross. He's still with Ayinde Olamilekon. He looks to get it on his left foot. He oftentimes fancies his chances from distance, and that's a very good defensive recovery play there by Jafar Mohammed. It's now with Daniel. Daniel plays on Ariyo. Ariyo is onside. That's the cross, and it's not. It doesn't get to Ikechukwu Onyema, and you have the clearance there by. It's now with Future Stars Academy, and it's still with Future Stars Academy. This is Liaisu Sheriff. He's stripped, and that will be a free kick to Future Stars Academy. Oriyomi Kehinde on this one. They have 4 players in the box. Oh, it's taken. Oh, that's a penalty. Was that? There was a badge there. I think that should have been a penalty. Oh, but play continues. Oriyomi Kehinde puts in the cross. It's blocked. And I'm quite surprised that the referee didn't fancy that, because that was a badge from behind on Oloyede Toib. And now this is a counter attack. It's Daniel. It's Daniel clear on goal. He finds support from Oche. It's Oche with the control. His shot is blocked. And this will fall nicely to Ikechukwu Onyema, who plays in Ariwala, and Ariwala with the one-time volley, and his attempt at goal is way off target. As a matter of fact, it's out of the football field entirely. And talking about the right back for one pro sport team, he was rushing and he couldn't, get the ball on the bridge of his foot, as he simply hammered it the way it came. And the ball is now in play, and you have Liaisu Sharif lodging this up front for David Oluwatosin Ariwola. David does so well. It's now with Ikechukwu Onyema. Ikechukwu Onyema with a goal in this tournament. That's well played, and this is beautiful football from one pro sport team, but lack of communication there. And oh, this is well done. It's now with Said Samsidin, and can he get it? Oh, he plays in Ayinde Olamilekon. Oh, whose one-time attempt at goal just couldn't keep it down, and that's a goal kick there. That was a very good play there by one pro sport Future Stars Academy, from Oloyede Toib to Said Samsidin, who squared it out to Ayinde Olamilekon, who was on-rushing and just couldn't wrap his foot around it. And you could see the intent there. He was going for the far post. He just couldn't get his foot as he was rushing, and he blazed that over the bar. That was also a very good chance for them to get the equalizing goal. So they've had at least 2 clear-cut scoring chances to get the equalizing goal, but they've not been able to do that. And I'm sure we have few seconds left in this first half before the referee blows an end to the first 45 minutes of this encounter. And the referee spots an infringement there. I think it's a push, and this should be the last attacking play of this half. It's Liaisu Sharif who will be looking to take this. It takes it to Ayinde Olamilekon, and the referee spots an infringement there. And Ayinde Olamilekon is quite the striker, talking about physical plays. Because of his physique, his height, and his stature, he tends to bully centre backs a lot, and sometimes he gets too aggressive with it, such as this occasion wherein the referee blew against them. So it's Daniel on the ball now for one pro sport team. Now with Kelechi, it's with Jafar Mohammed, the goal scorer, loses it to Oriyomi Kehinde, and that's an infringement there, but the referee blows an advantage, and he will pull play back now as the ball goes out for a throw-in. So it's Oriyomi Kehinde who will be looking to get back on his feet, even as the referee stands over the spot where the free kick will be played. It's free kick to Future Stars Academy, and it's Liaisu Sheriff, the captain of the side, who will be looking to put a decent cross in. You have 16 players in the box ready to attack this. It's into the middle, and Inde Olamilekon was the target. It falls nicely to David Oluwatosin, who is under pressure, does that so well, skips past Ikechukwu Onyema. The cross comes in, it's been defended by Daramola, and that will be a corner kick. And that may just be the last action of this half. Corner kick to Future Stars Academy, and you have 6 players in the box ready to attack this with Paul Jr. right on the edge of the box. The corner kick comes in, it's a decent one. 2 of the players go for it. It's Ikechukwu Onyema with the clearance, it's not well cleared. It's Daniel with the clearance as well, not so cleared. And it's a bit of a tussle there. And there's the referee's whistle. And that's the end of the first half of this game. It's 1-0 in favor of One Pro Sport team. It's goal that came from the boots of Jafar Mohammed, his right boot, in fact, for that well-stroked attempt at goal. And there was little that Adeyanju Jami could do to prevent that from going in. On the balance of play, you may just say it's a well-deserved lead, but for Future Stars Academy, they would rue their missed chances, as they had the chance to equalize from the spot, but their leading goal scorer and the leading goal scorer of this league campaign, Inde Olamilekon, couldn't convert from 12 yards, as goalkeeper Taufik made a brilliant save to keep One Pro Sport team still in the lead. And you also had Inde Olamilekon squandering a very good chance that he got fed from Saheed Samsidin. So it's 1-0 in favor of One Pro Sport team, and what a match we have. I'll go for a quick break now. When I return, I'll be bringing you live actions from the second half of this entertaining fixture. Good morning, football fans across the world, and welcome to match day 6 of the Grassroots Soccer League. It's in 4 matches, I beg your pardon. 3 goals in 4 matches. Timothy Ogunbode will be on the left-hand side of the attack. Elvis Nduku, who is with the ball right now, will be on the right-hand side of, will be down the middle, and you have Jide Olaide, who will be on the right-hand side of the attack. On substitute left-hand side, talking about Bakare leading the attack. Good morning. Side, that's Bakare at DME, and down the middle. Good morning, football fans across the world, and welcome to match day 6 of the Grassroots Soccer League. Additional in 4 matches, I beg your pardon. Who I said scored 2, who has been on the left-hand side of the attack. Elvis Nduku, who is with the ball right now. It's a free kick, be on the right-hand side of Super Soccer International. And you have, and this will be taken by the centre back Okoronkwo Uchenna. And you have Jide Olaide, who will be on the right hand side. Chances of hitting it from that range. Bakare on the left hand side, roughly about 26 meters away from goal, leading the attack from left hand. I don't think a cross is coming in. It's a shot, and down the middle will be Adida shot, just as I predicted. Who has wayward 2 goals in this league campaign. Match day 6 of the Grassroots Soccer League. Additional Adida kick 4 matches, I beg your pardon. Football club. Good control, skips past his opponent, and the caller comes in, but that's been blazed over the bar. Will be on the right hand side. Very good sliding tackle there from Idris Amar. So this will be taken by the centre back Okoronkwo Uchenna, who predicted, but it's wayward as it's good. Calls out of Idris goal with the ball now. His cross comes in. That's a good attempt there by control, skips past, but that's out, and to be a corner kick. Comes in, but that's been blazed over International Academy. It must be said that for Joe Sporting Football Club, they've not really had an attempt at goal. Really, could just gather that with relative ease. Now it's back with Ogunbode Timothy, skips past one. The shot comes in, well saved by Ogunbode Timothy, and Olaomi Latif is there to tuck in the rebound, and that's the first goal of this match. More importantly, it's Joe Sporting Football Club control, skips past the lead that will probably see them springs in, but that's been blazed over standings. And it must be said that that was well deserved on the balance of play. It's a well deserved lead. The shot comes in, well saved by Ogunbode Timothy, and Olaomi Latif is clearance. It's just fell to the part of Nduku Elvis, who nodded it back to and that's the equalizing goal there. It's 1 goal apiece. 1 goal apiece, and what a shock it is for Joe Sporting Football Club. It's Ogunshina Adedapo, who has gotten his 3rd goal in 4 matches, in 5 matches, and 4 matches, I beg your pardon. And Ogunshina Adedapo has just joined the list of the 7 other players I mentioned who have probably put in a cross. It's against Rewan Bolaji, gets the better, probably see them. But that's too close to Eze Uche, who gathers the ball calmly. And it must be saved by Ogunbode Timothy. They will be proud. This is Idris Amor making a dashing run to the box. He gets pulled back. Is that a penalty? No. So the part of Nduku Elvis has been intercepted. Chino Adedapo has just joined the list of the 7 other players. And Ogunshina Adedapo couldn't just get that needed touch. Talking about the clean contact. But that's too close to Eze Uche. And that ended in enough time to really close down against Michael Adore. Oh, he couldn't get that flip out, and that's a rash tackle. And that would be a yellow card to Michael Adore, who Chino Adedapo has just joined the list of the 7 other players, and Ogunshina Adedapo couldn't just get that needed touch. Talking about the clean contact and the jab the ball of the ball that ended in the arms of the less threatening nicely. And there you have the referee's whistle for the half-time. It's 1 goal, and that's a rash tackle, and that would be a yellow card to Michael Adore. The first 45 minutes of this intriguing contest. And you have the captain Adedapo has just joined the list making it of the 7 other players, and Ogunshina Adedapo couldn't just get that needed touch. Talking about the clean contact, and that ended in the arms of goalkeeper nicely. It's Taiwo Lukayode against Michael Adore. Oh, he couldn't get that flip out, and that's a rash tackle, and that would be a yellow card to Michael Adore, who and that's the commencement of the second half of this intriguing has just joined the Leeds Sporting Football Club, making it of the 7 other players, and Ogunshina Adedapo couldn't just get that needed touch. And that's the commencement of the second half between Joe Sporting Football Club, and that ended in the And that's the commencement of the second half. Oh, that's a very good touch there by Ayinde Olamilekon. Oh, but they can't capitalize once again, and they have their work cut out. It's the second half of this campaign. That's Oche. Is onside, and he's got Onyema Ikechukwu in the box, but that was too close to the goalkeeper Adeyonju Jamiu, who makes a comfortable catch. And then what the stats we've had to this second half, as both teams have a go at each other's defense in an attempt to get a goal. For Future Stars Academy, they're still trailing by a lone goal, and they need all the attempts they can get right now in terms of creating chances and seeing if they can get an equalizing goal. Oh, that's an amazing dashing run there by Ario, and he wins a corner kick for his team. And the corner kick comes in. It's a decent cross, that's a decent header. And you have two players on the pitch there, and the referee has blown for a free kick. And for one pro sports team, one of their players is still down. And it seems that's Chidinma, who is down and will probably be needing medical treatment. He's been helped up to his feet by his teammate Daniel. Oh, it's Abraham. It was Abraham who was on the field, on the deck there. And free kick has been taken quickly. The match has restarted. That's a wayward pass there by Olede Toib to Onyema Olisa. It's back to Toib, and this is Liaiso Sharif. And the pass comes in, but that's the infringement. And it's back to Liaiso Sharif now with Olede Toib. And it's Ajayi Shagun. Oh, that's a good header there by Riwola. Oh, he misses it as David Tosin, Olua Tosin there with the shot. But it's a comfortable catch for Taufik. And that was a good attempt, but it should have gone for power rather than placement. And that's a tackle there. The referee is out, and there's a booking. It's going to be a yellow card, and it's Ayinde Olamilekon who the referee has told to stand up. It's going to be a yellow card for the leading goal scorer for that rash tackle on Abraham. And you can see Future Stars Academy and Ayinde trying to make their case for his innocence, but I don't think the referee is interested. As you can see, he's already jotting on his pad Ayinde's yellow card. So the referee has included it in his match report, and that decision will stand. It's yellow card to Ayinde Olamilekon, while Abraham is still down and is receiving treatment. That was actually a brash tackle. May not have been intended, but it was brash. And that's a good cross there by Ariwola. Is that the goal? Yes, that's the goal. And it's Oche who gets the second goal of the game. What a goal that was. Ariwola there with a decent cross, and Oche finishes up on the volley. 2-0 in favor of One Pro Sports team. This is well deserved. And play has been restarted. It's Ariwola. I'm trying to get Oche, the goal scorer, on the ball, but that's been intercepted. And it's Future Stars Academy. Onyema Olisa on the ball now. Iliasu Sharif, and they're trying to move the ball as swiftly as possible. And yes, the back with the ball. It's Paul Jr. Now with Ajayi Shagun, changes passes to Paul Jr. once again. And just look at the control there. David Oluwatosin now with the ball. These youngsters are trying not to panic. Despite the fact that they're 2 goals down, you can see them. The building play from behind, and that's it. It's a good one. He's onside. Oriyomi with the cross. Yes, it's a decent one. And there's the header and the clearance. It was a very good save there by Taufik. A brilliant save by Taufik from Ayinde Olamilekan's header. And there you have it. It's Ayinde Olamilekan with the ball, and he wins a free kick. And it's going to be a free kick to Future Stars Academy. The free kick comes in, it's a decent cross, and Ayinde Olamilekan there heads it. Oh, that's a header clearance. And the shot, oh, another blocked clearance there, this time by his teammates. And it's Chidinma who has the ball for One Pro Sports team. And there you have it. Onyema Olisa there deals with the threat. And Ariwola with the jab, both teams trying to get the ball back under control. And it comes on, it's now with Ajayi Oluwasegun. Shagun gets support from David Oluwatosin, the left fullback. And oh, does that so well. And Tosin, oh, Ayinde Olamilekan couldn't get a good contact on the ball. And the state of the pitch, you can see the players slipping there. And it's still with Future Stars Academy piling the ball. That's a deflection. It's deflected into the hands of Taufik. And what a ghost, a momentum that was for Future Stars Academy. They piled the pressure, and it was good offensive play all around. They just couldn't finish. It was just about the clinical finish that was lacking in that play. The ball is out, and it's for a throw-in to One Pro Sports team. But you have a player down, and you should expect the players to begin to dramatize. The theatrics will begin to come in as the players look to wind down the clock and eat into the time. And this is Oriyomi Kehinde. Oh, that's a good push. And it's Kelechi there with a good defensive play, and he just gets that ball out for a throw, for a goal kick. I beg your pardon. It's Future Stars Academy who are asking questions of the defense line of One Pro Sports team, but thus far the defense line have answered all the questions, and you have to give them credit. It's been quite a moment, and the goalkeeper will probably get a yellow card. Is he going to get a yellow card? Okay, he gets the warning, and then I'm sure any moment from now it will be a yellow card if he wastes time any moment anymore. It's Iwola with the ball. Oh, his control is misplaced. It's with Ayinde Olamileko, and you can see him there trying to exert power. Oh, that's well done. Oh, and it's Ajayi Oluwasegun tripping Chidinma there. And it's a free kick to Future Stars, to One Pro Sports team. It's taken deep, and that's the header clearance. Ajayi Oluwasegun get the ball, and he plays it out to Oloyede Toyib. Oh, who controls beautifully well. Oh, plays it nicely to Said Samsidin, and it's Samsidin who lays a bit of indecision there, and Jafar Mohammed was just able to clear the ball, and you have to give him kudos. It's now with Ayinde Olamileko, who plays in Ajayi Oluwasegun. The shot comes in, it falls nicely to Ayinde Olamileko, but his one-time volley is well caught by goalkeeper Taufik, as he couldn't get a clean strike on the ball. And it's David Oluwatosin right now, and that's it also there, but Daniel gets the ball. It's now with Jafar, and both teams changing possessions there. It's now back with Oloyede Toyib. Toyib puts in the cross, trying to get Ajayi Oluwasegun, and that's Kelechi with the clearance. And for One Pro Sports team, they've done the job offensively. They just need to do the job defensively, talking about being compact. And for all the questions they've been asked, they've answered, and it's quite commendable to see that these players are giving it their all. Throw-in taken quickly, Chidinma back to Kelechi, and Kelechi skips past, and that's the offside flag, and it's the offside flag against Ariyo, who tries to claim innocence. Play has been retaken quickly as Oyema Olisa plays the ball to his captain, Liasu Sharif. The ball is now with, oh, that's a poor touch there, and it's Jafar Mohammed who is stripped. Oh, Oche with the flick there against Bashir Tijani, and it's gonna be Oloyede Toyib getting a yellow card there, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, not Oloyede Toyib. It is Paul Jr. of Future Stars Academy getting a yellow card there, and Jafar Mohammed will be looking to take this, to play this forward, probably take it short and hard, just as I predicted, and then it passes to Daniel. Oh, Daniel, and Oche there lunges for the ball, but it's too much that was asked of him, and it's been launched forward. It's Jafar Mohammed with the ball. Oloyede Toyib. Oh, brilliant turn, and Jafar Mohammed this time around is the one who gets the booking, and that was a very good turn there from Oloyede Toyib. For Future Stars Academy, these players are good in their own right. Against every opposition, they've turned up. They may not have gotten the results, but they've proved that they have what it takes, and you have to give them kudos. Oh, that's well done by Daniel. The pass comes in to Ikechukwu Onyema, and it takes the shot, but it's blazed off the bar, and it's the first control actually that was problematic for Ikechukwu Onyema, because it's just drifted him wide when he could have just placed it right in front of him to wrap his feet around it. But play continues, and it's out to David Oluwatosin, the left back for Future Stars Academy, and oh, okay, he's still with the ball, plays in Ayinde Olamileko, and it's with Oloyede Toyib. Oh, brilliant touch there. His touch is deflected, Daramola on the ball, and it's Taufik who gets the ball calmly. Taufik throws it out to Chidinma, and Chidinma passes to Abraham. It's Abraham now, right now, Daramola, and it's with Kelechi. Kelechi is on the ball now. He has options up front. There's Ario who is onside. You can see Ario pointing to the spots, is onside. And it's now with Jafar Mohammed who got the first goal of this match. And still Jafar is onside, Ario is onside, and goalkeeper Adeyanju Jamiu gets control of the ball. Now it's with David Oluwatosin, launches one up front. It's Ayinde Olamilekon there with the high foot, but the referee blows for advantage as One Pro Sports team still have the ball. And it's now with Jafar Mohammed, and Oche is in there, and I'm quite surprised. That wasn't cool. And you have Ario. Oh, that's a two-footer challenge there by Olisa. A bit dangerous, although the studs were not out. So the referee doesn't look into that in terms of penalizing him. Oh, that's the goalkeeper Taufik fumbling with that cross there. And is that infringement? Yes, the referee spots it. It's a late call by the referee, but he spots the infringement there. And to be a free kick to Future Stars Academy, probably 30 meters off goal. And it's Liaisu Sharif who look to put this in. You have 6 players, 7 actually, for Future Stars Academy, and it's rightly so, as they are looking to get at least a goal back to have the deficit. It's Ayinde Olamilekon, it's a looping header, it's against the woodwork, and Olede Toib can't get it fully on. And what in God's name was the defense line of One Pro Sports team doing? And you can see the goalkeeper Taufik shouting at his defense line. What were they doing? The looping header from Ayinde Olamilekon was unchallenged, and even when it ricocheted off the woodwork, Olede Toib had all the time in the world to control and shoot that goal. And the referee is going to award Taufik a yellow card. He warned him earlier when he wasted time. He warned him earlier, and that was actually the second warning he gave him the last time. So it's understandable that he gets a yellow card this time around. It's launched up front, but that's been intercepted, and it's back to Paul Jr., who lobs this up for Liaisu Sharif, and it's now with Daramola, and it's back to Kelechi. And it's Kelechi. Oriyomi Kehinde does that so well. I'm talking about retrieving the ball, and that's a tackle from behind. And it's Oriyomi Kehinde who will take this free kick. For Future Stars Academy, the clock is winding down, and they need the ball to be moved as quickly and rhythmic as possible to ensure that they get at least a goal in this game. Okechukwu Onyema with the clearance there. Oiche plays on Daniel. It's Daniel, and it's going to be Daniel against Olisa. Oh, that's well done. But that's an acrobatic clearance there from Paul Jr. And it's Aiwola. Oh, it's a change of pass between Aiwola and Oche, and that's a good defensive player there as well. And that was a wayward clearance from David Oluwatosin, which finds its way to his goalkeeper, talking about Adeyanju Jamiu. And Jafar Mohammed will give this chase. It's still in possession of One Pro Sports team. That's Ario that does it nicely. And I'm trying to locate the run of Ariwola, who couldn't get his footing. He couldn't keep his balance due to the slippery nature of the surface. Throwing taken quickly, it's thrown to Ajayolo Ashagun, thrown to Liaisu Sharif. Sharif launches it forward to Ayinde Olamilekon. And now it's Abraham, whose clearance is, as you can hear the thudding sound there, is out of the stadium. And play continues as Ajayolo Ashagun keeps ball. And it's now, that's a very good play there by Chidinma. The linesman and the referee were in accordance with regards to who had the last touch in there. And then it's Ayinde Olamilekon on the ball, but the ball has gone out, and it's going to be a throw-in to First Foundation, to One Pro Sports team, I beg your pardon. A bit of tugs there, yes, the referee spots it. Paul Jr. had his hands wrapped around Daniel there. It almost seemed like they were dancing salsa rather than playing football. But football is a contact sport, and these things happen. Free kick to One Pro Sports Team. The referee tells Chidima to take it backwards. Tells him to take it back. And there, yes, that's the right spot where the infringement happened. As I said earlier, it was Paul Jr. who wrapped his arms around Daniel. And yes, Daniel, but it's been intercepted. It's with Ajayi Oluwasegun. It's a strong challenge. Oh, Daniel does that so nicely to Ariwola. A cross, is it going to come in? Yes, it feeds Ikechukwu Onyema, who slips. And it's Ikechukwu Onyema who slips. And this is, that's Abraham there with a push. And the game is getting physical now, as Future Stars Academy are chasing the game. And they're trying as much as possible to get back into this. Paul Jr. asking too much of Liaisu Sheriff, who does well to control it, but his pass falls into the path of Jafar Mohammed. Oh, quick fit there by Chidima, and his pass falls nicely to Oche, who is flogged offside. And that was a close call. It's one of those calls that will probably be just a fraction offside, if indeed it was offside. But it's David Oluwatosin on the ball now. Oh, skips past the challenge of Daniel. And it's back with Liaisu Sheriff. It's Sheriff with a no-look pass to Ajayi Oluwasegun. Talking about one for the cameras there. That was a no-look pass from Liaisu Sheriff to Ajayi Oluwasegun. Turning up the heat and the display, despite the fact that there are 2 goals down. And Ajayi Oluwasegun has been dispossessed. It's now with Chidima. Chidima will be looking to play in Oche. It's Oche with the flick back, the back heel pass. And it's Ikechukwu Onyema who will play on the Kelechi. And it's Kelechi who gets, the referee isn't interested, and the referee waves for him to get up, and play continues as Future Stars Academy. Oh, that's well done there, and that's by Said Samsidin. Now it's with, play continues, and it's still an attacking play. It's with David Oluwatosin, there are 4 players in the box, and can he get the crossing? It's with Liaisu Sheriff. He loses possession of the ball, and referee will now blow, because the ball is now in possession of One Pro Sports Team. So the medical, the physiotherapist has been called, as Ariyo is still lying on the pitch. And you also have Jafar Mohammed for One Pro Sports Team. It's Daramola who is also sitting on the pitch. And then for the players, fatigue is probably setting in right about now, as we've passed the 2/3 mark of this duration of the game. What a match it's been. One Pro Sports Team with the lead, 2 goals up. It's 2-0 in favor of One Pro Sports Team. The first goal coming by Jafar Mohammed, and the second was from the boots of Oche. It's 2-0 in favor of the team in the white and pink jersey. And we'll be seeing another substitution very soon. We'll be seeing substitution from One Pro Sports Team very soon, as Ekene. Is that Ekene? There's a player there on the sideline. Yes, the substitution is about to take place, and you have 2 players actually who are warming up. Frederick Okoli, the lanky striker, is warming up, and I think Ekene as well. Amagbo is the one warming up on that far left-hand side of the pitch. And it's Jafar Mohammed with the ball right about now. Pass to Chidima again. And that's a misplaced pass. And Daniel is under a bit of pressure. And Ayinde Olamilekon there holding onto his face. Did Daniel just poke him in the eye? It's yet to be seen. That's a decent ball there by Ariwola. Is that the 3rd goal? Oh, Oche couldn't finish off. That was a very good ball there by Ariwola, the right back for One Pro Sports Team. But Oche, the striker, couldn't get the needed finish, and he just had to poke it, and possibly the surface of the pitch also had something to do with it. It's Oche there having something with his ankle, and it's a change for Future Stars Academy, as Paul Jr., the defensive midfielder, is leaving the pitch, and Nureni Sadiq is coming on. Nureni Sadiq is a winger, and that tells you what the change means for Oluwafemi Michael. Talking about Coach Oluwafemi Michael, it's a tactical change. It takes out one defensive midfielder and brings in a winger. Let's see how the change impacts on the team and how they set up. Oh, that's Nureni Sadiq, who just came in, who couldn't control the ball there. It's with Ikechukwu Onyema, now with Daniel, and it's a tussle there. Oh, between Bashir Tijani and Daniel, and Daniel just wins. And you can see both players exchanging words there. The referee calls them, and he wants them as they have heated exchange there. Again, football is an emotional sport, and once in a while the emotions flare up, but it's the duty of the referee to ensure that once it flares up, it doesn't go beyond the ordinary in terms of talking about not being violent, and that's what the referee does. Is that penalty? Oh, the referee blows for a free kick. I thought that ought to be a penalty there, or a free kick at the edge of the box, because it was the defender who wanted to kick the ball and kicked the striker. But I guess the linesman saw something else, and that's it. The referee has made his decision. It will be a free kick to Future Stars Academy, and it's one pro sports team still in the lead by 2-0. And it's one pro sports team back on the ball. Oh, that's very good play there between Oche and Ikechukwu. Now it's a tussle for the pace between Oyema and Oyema Olise playing there, talking about ball intelligence, game management. He just played it there, and that's the final whistle of the referee. The match has ended. It's one pro sports team finishing the campaign on a high, defeating Future Stars Academy by 2-0. Goals from the boots of Jafar Mohammed as well as Oche has given them a 2-0 win over Future Stars Academy. And what an end to this league campaign they've had, considering how they started the league campaign. It must be said that they finished on a high, and the coach will be happy. For Future Stars Academy, not the end they wished for, but you have to give them credit for how they fared. Talking about the league campaign, they didn't start so well, but they kick-started their league campaign with a win basically on match day 3. The win against Joe Sporting Football Club was what gave them the momentum to keep going, and there you have it. And for one pro sports team, it's 3 successive wins. A 2-0 win on match day 5 against H2U Football Club. A 2-0 win on match day 6 against Betchrise Football Club. And now a 2-0 win against Future Stars Academy. They have 11 points. They finished the league campaign with 11 points, and it's highly commendable for the young one pro sports team. I'm Samson Oloide. I'll have a breather right now. When I return, it will be live actions from the next match.